My 36 female husband, 41 male, got fired for harassing a coworker and won't talk to me about it.
What the frick?
My husband Charlie and I have been together for 10 years, married for 6. We've had our ups and downs, but are currently in an up. He has never done anything like this in the past, so it came out of left field for me, and I'm very much shocked and at a loss here. Charlie is a computer programmer and was a senior engineer at his former company, where he had worked for 4 years. He'd never had any trouble with coworkers, and we are both friendly with a few of them, mostly other men and their wives. On Friday of last week, he came home around 11 a.m. and told me he'd been fired. He was really upset and agitated, and I didn't want to push him about it, but he told me that they'd said he was harassing a coworker and was fired. The information I've been able to get out of him is the coworker is Beth, a junior engineer who he's never mentioned to me before. He said she's terrible at her job. Beth slept with a senior engineer we are both friendly with, Darren. Darren wasn't involved in the harassment and wasn't fired. The company's lawyers were there, and among the things they told him was that Beth could have pressed charges but chose not to. Something happened with her car, but he won't say what. His exact words are, "There was something with her car." He was escorted off the premises and is not allowed back in the building to get his belongings, and instead has to arrange with security to pick them up after business hours. As far as anything else goes, he won't give me any details. He isn't interested in seeing a lawyer because he says everything is legal. He has basically admitted to sending Beth some emails, but won't say what they said or anything like that. I don't know if Beth sleeping with Darren had anything to do with it, but the fact that he gave me all that detail makes me think it does. I'm not sure how it relates. Darren is a very nice single man who is in his late 20s and approximately the same age as Beth. My mind is running wild here. Charlie has been depressed and withdrawn all weekend, won't talk to me about it, and won't talk much in general. I work remotely, so I was home all day with him and he played video games all day and then went to bed at 6 p.m. The fact that he won't tell me anything and isn't interested in seeing a lawyer makes me think that it's bad, and makes me worry that everything is true and not just a misunderstanding or a small thing blown out of proportion. He has never been flirtatious with other women or cruel to them, and he's never said anything bad about other women engineers he works with. I don't know what to do here. My instinct is to be supportive of my husband, but I don't know what kind of behavior I'd be supporting. I don't want to run to his coworkers that we both know and ask them, since they're more our friends than my friends. And while we spend time together at get-togethers or bars, I'm not close with them. In an immediate sense, I don't know what to do about helping someone who is so depressed and won't talk to me.
Dude fucked up and got caught. What was he doing? Like a prank gone wrong? Actual harassment? Was she having an affair with him and then she slept with Darren and then he was jealous?
So many theories.
What the hell?
Top comment says, I would tell him you have to assume the worst if he won't be honest with you. I've got to say he must have done bad shit to be escorted off the premises with no warning like that. Either he was hating on her and went over the top, or he tried to fuck her and went over the top, or he tried to fuck her and then hated on her.
Yeah, Dude, shit popped off. Got escorted out. Got caught. Probably got caught in 4K on the cameras.
So an update comes the next day. My thread was locked before I was able to respond to any of the comments, but I was able to read them this morning. I got up around 5:30 to go to the gym before work, and my husband was still awake playing video games. I presented him with the very good idea someone suggested of sending me an email with the details, but that it wasn't acceptable to shut me out of the situation, since it affects me too. His response was basically, the paperwork is in my car, go get it if you want to read it. I asked him to go get it so we could look at it together, and he said, you're going to believe what you want anyways. All of this is so unusual for our marriage because I'm a pretty patient person, I think. We went to the car together and he got to his car, handed me the papers, and left. For about 2 hours, I was panicked because I didn't know where he went, if he was okay, if he was thinking of hurting himself, but his mother texted me at 9 saying he was over there, asking me what happened, if everything is okay, etc. His parents live about 15 minutes away, and I guess he told her he's going to be staying there. So, the paperwork. According to the paperwork, he sent her multiple harassing emails from an anonymous email account. The emails are printed out and attached. He apparently did this while at work, and they have been monitoring his user account for 3 months. The emails aren't sexual or romantic in nature and are all anonymous and about how she sucks at her job, wouldn't be there if she wasn't a woman, how she should quit before she gets fired, and how everyone in the office hates her. He made fake user accounts for his company's product that she works on and submitted bad reviews of her work. He also did this while logged in at work. He sent an anonymous email to her boss saying that she was sleeping with a senior engineer on another project. He put a gun catalog on the windshield of her car. I don't know what this gesture means, but I obviously understand that it was meant to be threatening. Unfortunately, inside was a subscription card that the company auto-filled with his name and address. She also said she has been harassed for the same length of time, about 3 months, on Twitter. He only logged into one Twitter account that harassed her at work, so they can only say one was him, all telling her to quit her job. So I don't know what to do now. This is all terrifying to me, and I feel so bad for this woman. I have no idea what this is about. He works with other women engineers, and he has worked with male engineers who don't pull their weight, and he's never done anything like this. I would have bet $1 million that he'd never do anything like this. He's at his parents' right now, and I don't know what my next move here could possibly be. This is so scary and so out of left field to me.
Oh my God. What?
Like she said, I could have bet $1 million that he would never do something like this.
I mean, I'd bet $1 million on you. If
right?
This was the bet.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, how does this just happen? People like if you did this one day, I would be like the most shocked person in the world. Like,
yeah, this is unhinged. This is crazy.
I think it has to do with, like, I don't know. He's probably...
I think he had to work with her on one project, and it just went so bad that it just ate at him. I don't think it has anything to do with her being a woman, but then he does throw those sexist contents out there.
Yeah, I think it does.
So maybe a little bit, but this dude's harassing her on Twitter, emails, like... Just quit your job, quit your job, quit your job. Never hated a coworker so much. Like, couldn't you come up with something else to try and get rid of her from your workplace? But, like, that's crazy.
The subscription card with his name and address.
Dumbass.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my.
This is 110% grounds for divorce. Like, there's no... You could not stay with this man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Especially because you said this is so out of left field for him. Like... I feel like that's more of a concern then.
Yeah. Oh, this reminded me of the Better Call Saul story that they had in, like, I think it was like season 1 or whatever, where there's like the Idaho pooping bandit who he like poops through the sunroof of the car.
What?
Shits into the car from the sunroof.
What the heck?
Leaves your sunroof open, he runs up onto the roof and then drops the number 2 down in the
What?
car. That's where I thought this was going. Like, he got fired for pooping through her sunroof.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
OP added in the comments, I forgot to mention, this paperwork is copied from the original and was signed by both him and his company. I don't know if that's a full admission, but it seems damning either way.
Yeah, I mean, like, as far as, like, what do you do? It's like, I don't know, man. Like, if you came home and you did this, it's like, okay, I'm your partner, you know, that's to us part. Try to be understanding and reasonable and supportive and stuff. But, like, you won't even tell me the full story. And you're like, just go to my car and you're going to believe what you want to believe either way. I don't even want to tell you my side of the story. It's like, what's happening to our relationship? You don't even want to tell me your side of the story anymore?
Babe.
What?
That is like the wrong point to be focusing on here.
Well,
for the grounds for divorce.
She's asking about their relationship and everything. It's relationship advice. And it's like, he won't even communicate with her. I feel like that's a big part of it. Like, he comes home and he's like, just go read the paperwork. You'll make up your own decision. It's like, wouldn't you want to, like, fully explain your side of the story? Like, come on. Like, why did you do it? I want to know why. Why did you do that? It's clearly, here's the evidence. You did it. Tell me why. Why did you hate her so bad? Why did you want to quit the job? Why?
Yeah, I guess. But, like, I even if he came clean and told me everything, there's no way I would be able to get past this.
Okay, whether you are or not, are you not asking me why?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Okay.
Proves my point right there.
Go.
I'll go.